Avalon will be stroking out of lane number 4, and lane number 5 is assigned to Marin Rowing Association. We will listen for the staggered start to come up shortly.
The boats are in position and they are aligned. We are waiting for the call for the start. Again, this will be the Women's Masters F final. The winner takes home all the gold medals. And Campland on the Bay is the sponsor of this race. Again, the Women's Masters F, it will be a staggered start. The boats are working to stay in alignment. We have a little bit of breeze down here. Again, we'll run through the participants in this race. In lane 1, we have Montlake Rowing Club.
With alignment.
Lane 2, Los Gatos. Lane 3 is San Diego Rowing Club. Lane 4 is Avalon. And lane 5 is Marin.
You are aligned.
We have alignment.
Proceeding with the count.
And we're starting the count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And lane
9,
number 4,
10,
we have
11,
Avalon off.
12.
Lane
13,
number 1,
14,
Montlake
15,
is left.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
We have
21,
Los Gatos in lane 2.
23.
San Diego Rowing Club in lane 3. And Marin in lane 5. They are, each boat is on course and pulling strong. Right from the start, we see Montlake Rowing Club pulling very, very smoothly. They have already caught up the boat that went away first in Avalon. In lane 2, Los Gatos is making a move up in the course, but they are very closely followed by lane 5, Marin, and in lane 3, the San Diego Rowing Club. At 250 yards, Montlake Rowing Club has pulled ahead of the boat that started first, which was Avalon. And we see that in lane 2, Los Gatos, and lane 5, Marin, they are pulling neck and neck, followed very closely by San Diego Rowing Club in lane 3. Los Gatos in lane 2 has definitely pulling a little higher stroke rate at this point. And as we're approaching the 500-meter mark, we'll give you a rundown. We still have Montlake in first position, followed closely by Avalon in lane 4. We see lane 5, Marin, pulling up very, very strongly now. They're followed by Los Gatos in lane 2, and then in lane 3, we have San Diego Rowing Club. They have both bunched up very, very strongly here at the 500-meter mark, and they're pulling down the course.
Event number 33 on the water. This is the Women's Masters, and as you've already heard, it was a staggered start, so it's a little bit difficult right now to give a indication. A little bit difficult right now to give an indication about the respective positions in this race. But in lane number 1 is Montlake, currently on the lead, but they were the second boat off the stake boats. In lane number 2, Los Gatos. Lane 3, San Diego Rowing Club. Lane 4, Avalon Rowing Club. And lane 5, Marin Rowing Association.
Now, and again, this is Masters Race F asterisk. There are multiple age groups in this category, and we did have the stagger start. But what's amazing to me is that the stagger start gives this a very exciting competition. Multiple ages can get their handicap all at the starting line and race to be the first boat across the finish. When you race categories, an A category racing A's, B's, B's, C's, etc., you're racing straight across within your age category, 5-year age category. But when you're racing with multiple age categories, every boat's assessed a seconds handicap. So you can race in a single category as a 56-year-old boat, racing a 59-year-old boat, and you race head up. In this category with the F+, then you're going to be racing on handicap. The handicap's assessed at the starting line. The second part about this that's amazing to me is watch these women come down. Some of these women were the pioneers in rowing that have raced in the first Olympics that were held with rowing. They were the pioneers to get rowing in colleges. And when they started rowing, their competition were 1,000 meters long. Now they've reached the senior ages and they are racing 2,000 meter. Real credit to their conditioning and their love of the sport to come out here at San Diego Crew Classic and race 2,000 meters in an age handicapped event.
A little bit of a struggle with the crew in lane number 2. Los Gatos got all the way over into lane 3 and almost touched doors with the San Diego Rowing Club. They were somewhat forced that way by Montlake also getting out of their lane. Don't believe that there was any contact, but we'd have to wait for a final word on that. In this particular staggered race, it's the first one across, and right now, the far outside, Marin seems to have the command of the situation. Los Gatos was definitely in the hunt until they ran into their problem, and once again, had to take about a 45-degree angle to get back and squared away. Montlake, again, has drifted off towards the eastern side of their lane assignment. Fortunately, they've gotten themselves righted again. So I would suspect between Montlake and Los Gatos having their lane correction problems, this has given Marin an opportunity to come up on the outside. Right now, Marin on the outside appears to have the upper hand, and then it's almost straight across between Montlake in 1, Los Gatos in 2, and the San Diego Rowing Club in 3 in that second position battle. Then in the middle of our course, Avalon Rowing Club is trailing by open water. To this point, it appears that Marin has certainly taken advantage of the troubles for Montlake and Los Gatos as they continue to put on a good showing here, and we almost have a bow marker to bow marker battle between Montlake and Los Gatos, with the San Diego Rowing Club not far behind, and then some open water back to Avalon. This is Marin on the far outside, and as Bob mentioned, because it is a handicap race, theoretically, all 5 crews should hit the finish line just about the same time. And it certainly looks like it's working out in that general direction for the crews in lanes 1, 2, 3, and 5. Marin on the outside, Montlake on the inside. Montlake, after having to make their course correction in our, what we'll call our wind tunnel area of our race course, is back in the hunt once again, with Los Gatos trailing back just a little bit, and then San Diego Rowing Club with Avalon trailing. Avalon just catching a crab and being a little off stroke on the eastern side, the outboard side of their crew at the moment. Marin and Montlake. Marin on the near side. Excuse me, Marin on the far outside, Montlake on the inside, and Montlake currently has the advantage. Los Gatos has certainly not gone away. Marin and Montlake. It's Montlake by about 5 seats. Marin on the outside. Then comes Los Gatos, followed by San Diego Rowing Club, and trailing is the Avalon Rowing Club. On the inside, it's Montlake now. Montlake on the outside is Marin in second spot. It is Montlake and Marin with Los Gatos on the near side. Montlake found some reserve and has pulled hard and gotten about a half bow length lead. It is Montlake on the near side. On the far outside is Marin, and Los Gatos checking our finish line here. On the near side is Montlake. On the far side is going to be Marin. Pulling close on the near side, coming up to the finish line. It is Montlake, just barely. And then to the outside to Marin, followed by Los Gatos Rowing Club in that third position. And then we will pick up the San Diego Rowing Club in the sun, and Avalon will be trailing. And we're going to take a real close look at how this finished up. Coming down to our finish line, the near side is Montlake and outside is Marin. Near side, Montlake, outside is Marin. And it looks like Montlake did in fact pick it up by about a half boat length in one of our most competitive races. And the handicapping worked out just beautifully on that particular run. Montlake eclipsing the Marin crew in about the last 150 meters to pick up the victory in the Women's Master F Final. In just a moment, we'll have the event 34. This is the Women's Open 8. Lane assignments are Blair Island in lane 1, St. Mary's in lane 2, University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA in lane 3, Trinity College in lane 4, Lincoln Park Boat Club out of Chicago, Illinois in lane 5, and Villanova all the way here from Pennsylvania in lane number 6.
I've got nothing.